Yeah, this morning I decided to share with you a quite wild experience that I have since a longer time now. And I thought it might be interesting for one or another to think about it, if it is interesting to you. Because it changed quite a bit for me. Yeah. Um, we have all, let me say, aspects inside of ourselves. I talk often about those aspects. I talk about them. We call them also sub-personalities, or inner children. Yeah, these are all words for the same. And those aspects inside of us, they do have actually a very own purpose. They have their own fears, they have their own needs, they have their own longing. And for the ones who know the NEWEX approach, every single aspect also expresses itself through a trait. Yeah, it has a way in order to express itself to the outside, basically as self-defense or need fulfillment when it is still in the child mode. When it is growing up, yeah, this is the NEWEX approach basically. When it is growing up, it moves towards enrichment, just like we as a full human being do that. When we grow up, we also want to contribute. We have a desire to contribute, and we do that as well. At least most of us. No, we always do it. We might not look like that, and our desire to do so might not be stilled. Exactly. So now the point comes. When it's my experience, because I'm working with those aspects inside of myself. Yeah. And I'm connecting very often also with aspects. I mean, I'm connecting with people, and that's very easy for me to connect with aspects of people. I mean, I'm a coach and I work with people, and to bring awareness in what certain aspects inside of us actually go through and what they need from us in order for them to grow up towards becoming contributive aspects of us. So, and those are also called shadows. I don't like the name because it's like, okay, they're a shadow, and why should be shadow less good than than light? But for most of us, a shadow has a negative connotation, and but it's simply that it is not in the light, it's not seen, and that's it. Let us keep it like that. So it's also the shadow sides of us. They're all separate aspects in us, and through my work I meet a lot of aspects outside of myself, and I experience them. I communicate with them just like I do with aspects of inside of me. And I have more and more the feeling, that those aspects are just also full beings. I mean, they just live inside of me, and together, we are kind of a team, and together we can make this body move and talk. And of course, there is consciousness that is directing me. Consciousness, intuition, instincts, yeah, so which comes from those automatic aspects. But this body is simply a kind of small family, yeah, that acts together. And when I have kind of stopped looking at me as my person, and okay, I say always the body is your closest environment, yeah. So this is how you can experience your life, but this is of course not true when you move further in your awareness. You can easily experience other people, and people who are empathetic know that, of course. Often involuntarily they feel all kinds of stuff. It's involving, they cannot kind of deal with it so well. But empathy is something that is also really part of a healthy socialization. So that we know of what the other one is meant to be, also to feel the other person. And why do we do that? Mostly because when it is very much, you need to, your environment might not have been safe. You might have been needed to read all the time the mood of the caretaker, because it could shift any time. So most of our traits are born out of those kinds of experiences, yeah. But the point I want to make here is that we see like it's like an inner family, yeah. So there are ones that live in my body, and through I'm acting directly to the outside, or a company, or a family, or what kinds of analogy you like to have, yeah. But I just want to invite you just to leave shortly this identification with it is me and this is my body, and also your idea of authenticity and your idea of self-development and self-love and self-acceptance and stuff like that. Yeah, just to invite you to move a little bit further and to see, actually, just like we in our individualization, we were very strong belonging to our tribe, and that was our safety, and being excluded from the tribe was kind of deadly because you could not survive outside. Outside was dangerous. So but then we felt more safe, and we explored, and we went outside as humans, and this is also for consciousness, to go more outside, to experience other people, and of course just to be also with yourself. But that's a point, that we can just trust our own nature, that it acts intrinsically perfectly as the moment asks us to act. This is when we are feeling in the flow, yeah. But our mind says always flow is always like getting what I want. But we are always in the flow. We are always part of nature. We are always part of this incredible perfection of life and nature. And once we can experience that, we see that also to the outside, that they are not separate from us, neither are they us, but we are we are all just together, and it's an us as humanity, or as the human being on earth. And the consciousness goes, of course, further, but I don't want to go there because not important. Today I just want to invite you just to consider that those aspects of yourself, inside of yourself, are like a family. They are like a family. You as consciousness, you as being aware of it, can take care of. It's our responsibility to do so, to create that conducive environment for this family inside of me, that they can grow up in a safety and a loving, encouraging environment. And to look at it like that, but not to identify with it, just like it is good not to identify with your children that are in this other family, which we also call our family, and we feel kind of responsible for each other. We feel connected, and to see also in those people called our family those different aspects. Automatically we are not looking at them as one person when they do something which is surprising or hurtful or something like that, but we see them also as those aspects inside of them. And I do that through my work, and I do that. So and for me it changed so much, because I experience all of it in a very, I cannot say that so well, but I love all of them so much. I extended just this self-love, that, for that I do have for them, just like I have for my children, for my physical children. I have it for my inner children, for my inner family, and I cannot stop having that for the other aspects that I'm working with, and it's expanding. It's just all expanding, and it goes much further than that. And this is a natural, organic process. Just like we went outside of the safe community that we thought it was our small world, and now we are moving in outside and experience the outside world, but it's still the outside world of experience, like doing things. And our future is in being and in experiencing all of that, and to connect with it, and to see and to feel that it is just one.